got the Arnold Palmer Invitational this week. Our first round coverage
Here we go.
is about to begin. Hi, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan, alongside 2002 PGA champion Rich Beem. Luke Elvy with us as well, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. And Rich, a legendary stop on tour this week. Bay Hill Club and Lodge, Arnold Palmer's place. What can the players look forward to?
Well, they're going to find a course that's ferocious, aren't they?
Would you say, Austin, you're MLB now?
Historically plays firm, fast. The wind is up. The temperatures can be cool. It's a golf course that it doesn't suffer players that aren't tough. And I think that's what Arnold really wanted to have. He wanted a U.S. Open here so badly. Never quite got it.
Yeah, it's 2-0.
I can promise you this. Each and every year, these players feel the pain and suffering that Arnold wanted them to have at this venue. It's quite the test.
Going with 8-iron here. Let's see what happens out of this greenside bunker. The beach is not where you want to be right now.
Oh, I didn't switch at the fucking
All right,
pitch.
Try to limit the damage here and walk away with a double.
I figured out how to putt, though, Dan.
That looked good for a while.
You got to hold it down all the way up or all the way to the circle and leave it there and then go up.
And now to the par 3 second. Not super tight, but a makeable putt. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
This has got loads of movement right to left, this one.
That one comes up short. All right, that one is behind us.
It's time now to take a look at Lydia Ko.
Let's take a quick moment to look at the updated leaderboard. As we move on to the next hole, we want to show you that Tommy Fleetwood is in first place. The tee shot at 3. Oh, I can hear the golf claps around the course. Okay, we've got about a 140-yard shot here. What happened there? All right, that one's wet. Time to get another ball out. Hitting 4. That's the type of swing you want to take with you every time out. Henny, what more can you tell us?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
A bogey on the scorecard. Time to turn it around on the next hole. We've made our way to a par 5. That's a really nice shot. Okay, that's going to play. Now, wouldn't it be nice if this one went down? John, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
It's a straight putt for the most part. It should turn a little to the left as it nears the hole, however.
The fifth at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front nine, measuring just under 400 yards, Ridge. Placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
From about 100 yards. 5 strokes behind our leader. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th, Rich. A lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
And not a good result there. Great shot. Opting for the 5-iron. What happened there? That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. And he's down there. You got a read?
I've got it going right to left here.
And that's going to come up short. Just a short putt remaining here. And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage.
We've made our way to the par 3 7th hole. The club choice is a 6-iron. That's a misfire there. The mission is simple here. He has to get up and down. Now from the greenside bunker. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the pristine grounds of TPC Sawgrass, our opening round coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. It looks like a great day out there. Hi, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalon, joined by Rich Beem and Luke Elvy. Down on the course, walking with the feature group is Henny Koyak. John McCarthy is with us as well. The course is in phenomenal shape. I was out there a short time ago walking around. The players are excited. We can't wait to see what drama unfolds this week on 2K Sports. Let's get down to the first hole. That will definitely work. Second shot here at 1. There was a game plan there, and that approach was executed nicely. This putt just outside 10 feet. We've got it at 11 feet to the cup.
This is for birdie.
And as we move on to the next hole, we bring up the leaderboard. He is in a tie for 10th. Let's take a look at the par 5 second.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left. And if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Henny, you're right there. What can you tell us?
The bunker has not been kind to him, Andrew. This is really nasty.
Not a bad shot right there.
She's standing over her 4th shot. 5 shots off the pace.
Time to get back to the course. This putt for a birdie. John, give us a read on this putt.
It looks like this one will move left to right.
Not enough pace on that one. That one drops. Stepping on to the par 3 third.
Par 3, just 177 yards from the back, but this green is always firm. Be wary of that.
The club choice is a 6-iron. Not a green in regulation. That's a tough one.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
This one greenside in the rough. Needs this one for bogey. Henny is greenside.
Yeah, he's got just over 16 feet here.
It's so frustrating to leave it short. And that putt drops, and we move on to the next. And after that hole, he'll drop to 1 over for the event.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
This is looking really nice off the tee. Yeah, I like that. That's okay there. That's a safe shot. A chance here to move inside the top 20. From that distance, that's a really solid job. Okay, moving on to the next. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1.
All right, Rich, the par 4 5th. Strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Par 4, 471 yards from the back. Drive it out to the left-hand side to give yourself the best angle for your second shot into this long, thin green.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. It's a little wayward.
Yeah, Wynn took that one offline in a hurry.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Wow. Came close on that one. Well played. And a par putt awaits him. Currently at +1 for the day. As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
From around 140 yards here. Opting for the 9-iron. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
Well, that's an impressive little chip. And this putt coming up for his par. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play.
Here's a look at how things stand. It's a one-shot lead. Not a bad result right there. Time now to go down to the course, and John has an update.
Hey guys, we are checking in with Tiger Woods as he gets set for his next shot here on the 5th.
Okay, here we are again, back live. This is a 9-iron on the way. This is a long way home. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
Gotta love a double breaker. Left to right to begin, then right to left at the end.
This is a 6-footer.
Nice little par putt here.
Oh. Unfortunately, that drops him to 2 over for the event.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
It's finding a bunkery sandy grave.
This shot will come out of the fairway bunker. Needs this one in order not to drop a shot. Man, that was close. And this putt has a length of 8 feet. Pacing is such an important part of putting. It was off right there. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1. Teeing off here at the 9th. That's a pretty good shot right there.
This is bold. Going for it in 2.
That's a good one to build momentum on. Let's see what happens out of this bunker. Let's see if the player can make this putt for par.
Looks pretty good.
Getting better and better. Yes, it goes.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Here's a look at how things stand. It's a one-shot lead. a par 4 here.
Needs a couple of birdies if he hopes to stick around for another round.
Let's check in on Tiger Woods from earlier in his round.
This is his third.
Well, that's a bonus. Mark that down on the card.
That is deep, deep rough. This one looks long. Here's the third shot.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
How about that? What a chip shot.
Out of the rough, into the hole. Thank you very much.
He is climbing up the leaderboard after that hole.
There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
Well, Rich, you're one of the rare people to have ever beaten Tiger Woods in his prime. In fact, I think he held all 4 major trophies when you beat him there at Hazeltine in 2002. But you got 1 up against him, but he got 100 up against everyone. Well, what was it like playing against the legendary Tiger Woods?
It's almost hard to describe, Luke, because, you know, he had this following that was unlike any other. And you knew when you were playing with him that of the 30,000 people that were following his group, 29,998 were rooting for him because your wife and her friend were following you.
But even sometimes they were probably cheering for him as well.
And they were kind of looking at you, watching him as well. I'll never forget playing with him in Chicago one year. We both made the cut on the number. I was ecstatic. He would not so much. And we get to the tee, and it must have been 8:30-ish in the morning. I mean, it was still fairly early doors. And I walk up to the first tee, and I knew what it was going to be like. But the stands behind the tee box were packed. Both sides of the fairway were jam-packed. And I just walked up, and there's probably, I don't know, I'm going to say 500 people in the stands behind the first tee. And I walk up, and really loudly I go, "Hey, glad you're all out to come watch me play golf today." And they all laughed. I mean, they all laughed in unison because, like they're looking through their thing. Like, who is this guy again?
This is a par putt. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Currently at +3 for the round.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
He'll be disappointed by that. That one finds the water. Well, Rich, I'm being honest. This lie is putrid. Unable to find the green on this one.
Now, coming out of the rough, missing the green was always in the cards.
Didn't that look good for a long time? 9 feet to the cup. Just need to pull the putter back a little bit further, I think. Okay, so that finishes that hole. And he'll drop down the leaderboard after that effort. Plenty of trouble around this golf course. The 14th, the par 4, represents a number of that.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back nine, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
Well played. That'll help make a big move. Okay, let's get back to the action. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Just missing the birdie there. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Now at 6 over for the event.
We've hit the par 4, 15th hole.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
He needs this one to save par. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1. We've hit the par 5, 16th hole.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do, but watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
Let's see where this one finishes. It's going to be close.
It looks so good for so long, but now it's first cut.
This putt is from 17 feet away.
Who doesn't love a birdie putt?
Come on. The par putt. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a one-shot lead. We've reached the 17th. It's a par 3.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
Well, took a chance, but it doesn't pay off, and now it's wet. Ooh, that was unfortunate, to say the least. Oh boy, didn't see that one coming. Oh, that is just too bad there. Setting up in the first cut. I bet you there's a lot of balls in that water.
John, give us an update. What's shaking?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Collin Morikawa as he gets set for his next shot here on the 4th.
As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1. Out to the 18th tee.
Par 4, 462 yards, and you're going to find out what kind of player you are when you tee off here. How brave are you? How much do you trust your swing? If you find the fairway, that's a great start, but the second shot awaits.
On the green, but a ways to go. A good chance to two-putt now. And a 4-footer left. And that's how the round comes to an end with a par at the finishing hole. Tough week for our featured player, heading home after missing the cut.
Now the next question is aisle or window. I'm telling you, it's a terrible feeling missing the cut, but you learn from all the mistakes you made, you move on, and hopefully forget about it or fix the problems before you tee it up next time.
Well, that'll do it for us today. For our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalon saying so long, and we'll see you next time.
.2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Strap yourself in because we're about to get started for this wonderful tournament. Let's go. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. It's great to have your company here on 2K Sports. Alongside me in the booth is my mate Rich Beam, and out on the course as always is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. And Beamer, here we are at Innisbrook Resort, and there are few tests on the PGA Tour tougher than the Copperhead course.
Anytime you name a golf course after a, I don't know, lethal snake, you might be onto something at how difficult it might be. Yeah, again, it's in lovely Tampa, but this golf course, there's nothing friendly about it. It's so demanding, I think, off the tee, because you have tee shots that work one way, and then you also have the fairway that tilts the opposite way. It just sometimes doesn't make any sense, and it's hard to play this golf course if you're not driving it very